Hey there, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time finding me, my name is Gerard. Today we are talking about fragrances, more specifically what I was able to find at my local TJ Maxx. I do these videos once a week. I go into TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington's to try to find fantastic deals on hidden gem fragrances. So if that's content you want to see more, be sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the hype button, all the good things. But let's get into it, starting with the store footage. Now, I've never seen this before at my rack store, and I'm excited because I'm essentially getting to try today 5 fragrances from the House of Lattafa, and it's a sample set. You have 5 different fragrances, 20 mLs each. You have Brioche Vanille, you have Art of Arabia 3, you have Ajwa, you have Alcayum Gold, and you have Masa. And I actually paid $19.99 for, again, 5 20 mLs, and they are all eau de parfum concentration. So I'm gonna get these all on strip and test them, walk you guys through what I pick up, and ultimately let you know if any of these fragrances from the House of Lattafa are actually any good. Let's get into it. So here you have the box with a little magnet underneath to hold it closed, and it comes with a couple booklets, I'm sure, with notes and things like that, and you have the fragrances. So my guess is that, well, no, I don't think these are, yeah, no. I think on the front of the bottle is the actual bottle. So these are just little mini 20 mLs with, I think, a photo of what the actual full-size presentation looks like. Let's start with Art of Arabia 3. I have not tried any of these fragrances yet. This will be my first time. I got my test strips. All right. Art of Arabia. Okay, it's a little herbaceous. It's a little resinous. You got some smoke here. It's also a little bit sweet and ambery, so I really like that element of it, a little balsamic. It is reminding me of something I already own. I don't know, again, if any of these are dupes. I'm not looking them up. I'm just judging these on essentially what I pick up on my first impressions. But I like this. It's woody. It might even have a little bit of a tobacco note. It's warm. Definitely closer to cooler weather type scent than warm weather. But there is a nice sweetness up top as well. I'm not quite sure where it's coming from. It's almost like a cherry liqueur sweetness. This is actually reminding me a little bit of another fragrance, a Maison Azra fragrance, which is actually a clone of Blonde Amber. So I don't know if this is a Blonde Amber clone, but I'm definitely sort of picking that vibe up here. I like this one. Quality's pretty good off a strip. Yeah, Faris Al Arab actually is what this is reminding me of. It's a Maison Azra fragrance, an exceptional fragrance on its own. But this is right there. This smells really nice off a strip. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'll be picking my favorite of the bunch when I've tried everything. All right, so the next one we have here is Ajwa. And let's see what this is all about. I don't know what it is about this fragrance. It's reminding me of something in the air. Yeah, okay, black licorice is like the first thing I pick up here, almost like an anise type of booziness to it. It's sweet, it's ambery, it's has a kind of a nice spiciness to it. This is interesting. This is something different. I can see this being a polarizing fragrance. I don't necessarily know, again, if this is cloning anything, but on its own, it's a little bit resinous, that black licorice type vibe to it. So it's not an overwhelming sweetness, kind of tickles the nostrils a bit. This is an interesting fragrance. Yeah, this is one that I would definitely be more curious about how it performs on my skin, like how it changes on skin. Nice sweetness, definitely what is coming across as licorice, slight creamy benzoin type feel, and then a little bit of smokiness. Very complex fragrance for what I would imagine is a really inexpensive scent. This one, I like this one. All right, the next one is Al Qaim Gold. And I should add, I may have said this already, that these are from the Lattafa Pride line. Lattafa has a bunch of different lines. I tried one last week from their sort of luxury line of fragrances. That was really nice. Okay. Wow. Heavy oud, leather, woody, masculine, a little bit of an animalic edge. Yeah, this one is unique in a way that it is not a blind buy safe fragrance by any means. All of these on strip have been super impressive in terms of just how well balanced they are. And nothing really smells synthetic or overwhelming. The oud here is a little medicinal. It's not my favorite type of oud. It has that Middle Eastern twang to it. It reminds me of other things. I don't know if there's a rose note here. It's kind of your classic leather saffron oud fragrance. Smells like it has some power behind it as well. I have other things that smell like this, so this would be redundant in my collection, but it's pretty good. Yeah, not too bad. All right, the next one is Masa. So, all right. This is strange. It kind of reminds me of like a popsicle stick in the summertime. You know, when you smell like, if you finish the popsicle and has that kind of synthetic, fruity, woody vibe that you pick up, that's what it smells like to me. Also has this kind of mineralic vibe. Wouldn't say aquatic. It smells like maybe like hot stone. This is an interesting fragrance. Maybe some leather as well. This is something very unique, different. I like this though, because I don't know why. It's triggering some nostalgia for me. I don't know if I'd want to smell like this. That's the thing. It's a very niche leaning fragrance. It's a little bit metallic. It has an undertone of powder, but yeah, and it's changing. Okay. This reminds me a little bit of the first time I tried Ganymede. However, I think I like this more. The Ganymede had this kind of spiciness to it that reminded me of food that I wasn't crazy about. This doesn't have that, but it has some of those metallic, woody, spicy nuances that it's kind of the same way Ganymede has. That was not my favorite fragrance when I tested it, but this is nice. This is something interesting. I want to know more about this one. Again, much like I believe it was the Ajwa, I want to try this on skin. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, let's check out the last one. We got some quality control issues with Brioche Vanille. They forgot to paint one of the L's in Vanille there. So not a big deal for me. Whatever. Now, brioche. I like brioche bread. Is this going to smell like bread? I don't know. Let's see. All right, Brioche Vanille. Okay. What is that? Okay, I'm definitely picking up a slight powderiness, but it also has this green ferniness to it as well. I'm not necessarily, am I picking up bread? This is also reminding me of something like a kind of a nod to my childhood in some way. I'm not sure what it is though. It's coming across food-like. Again, maybe a little bit of a slight liqueur, licorice type of vibe to it. I don't know if licorice is a note in here. I'm not getting much vanilla. I would have expected much more vanilla, I guess based on the name alone, but I'm not getting that much vanilla. There's a sweetness here. Yeah, it is a vanilla sweet, but it's so subtle. It's being overpowered by some of these other notes in here. I'm curious to see what's in this. Okay, yeah, Brioche Vanille. It has bergamot, freesia, brioche accord. Okay. Heart is heliotrope and fir balsam. That explains that green ferniness I was getting. And then benzoin, vanilla, and praline. So, interesting. I think if I had to choose two favorites, it's Masa and Art of Arabia 3. And if I had to choose from those two, I'm going with Art of Arabia 3 that I know I would wear quite a bit. I just love the scent DNA. It definitely reminds me of the Maison Azra fragrance I had mentioned before, which is a dupe of Blonde Amber. That one's really nice. And then Masa is definitely the one that is a little more niche, interesting. It's different than most things that you're going to put your nose on. And I think it's a high quality smelling fragrance. So it could really be hit or miss for a lot of people, but not bad. Yeah, I gotta say, Lattafa, it's probably one of my favorite Middle Eastern fragrance houses. I think they do a really fantastic job at coming close to, really popular DNAs, but then they also take chances and risks. And my guess is maybe a few of these could be original creations. So yeah, they smell like other things, but they have their own twist to it. For example, the Masa, it reminds me of Ganymede, but there's things I hate about Ganymede, and I don't get that from the Masa. And then the Art of Arabia, that even smells a little different in its dry down than some of the other fragrances I compared it to. So yeah, I like it. Guys, I'd be really curious to know, what is your experience with any of these fragrances? Drop it in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think of these. And as always, if you like content like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna try these all on strip. I have a